guys, what's going on, and welcome back to my channel to another MOCO video. In today's video we're gonna rank all the weapons from their lowest rank D towards the best rank S. So if you are curious which is the best weapon to use in MOCO, definitely stay tuned and watch this video until the end. Having said, thank you everybody for being here again, really appreciate it. Right next to me you already can see the Monster Slugger, which is the first weapon which you will unlock in MOCO. But before we jump into the video, a little bit of a disclaimer. This is a tier list video, so it's obviously based on my own opinion, and for sure you can have a different opinion, and feel free to share it down below in the comments, because with that we can learn from each other and find some hidden gems in the weapons. Let's get ahead and start with the Monster Slugger. It is a melee weapon with some really good damage, and it is the first weapon you unlock. Every force attack is a big swing. That means the special ability of the weapon comes in really often, and that's why I think this weapon, it's for sure not the best S-tier weapon, but in my opinion this is a solid mid-tier weapon, so right now the classical B-tier. And next we are coming to the Techno Fists. Flying energy balls at long range that deal damage and bounce 2 times between enemies, stunning small monsters. That is the main attack, and the combo attack is even better. Every 10th attack flings a mega ball that deals more damage and has 10 bounces, stunning in all non-boss monsters. And the damage is pretty alright, and in PvP this damage feels even pretty high, and if you're fighting in duos or in the 10 versus 10, well, this damage can cause some significant damage if the opponent players or the bots are standing close to each other. For the general run in the portals, it's an alright weapon, and in rifts you can definitely use it at the beginning as well. But later on we're gonna see that there are definitely some better weapons, so I would rank these Techno Fists as an A rating. As next we're coming around with the Wolf Stick. The attack is to shoot damage to a single enemy at a very long range, and that's definitely the case. The range is surprisingly long. As a special, it summons a wolf fighting for you, which then can even jump into the opponents, and that's actually pretty nice for those guys jumping into the dungeons solo. But well, if you keep on the pace with some bigger groups, which I definitely can recommend you, since in a big group you got some healers, you got some damage dealers, it's much easier to survive and farm XP. So yes, you can use this if you're farming solo, but in general I would stick to that weapon more in some other modes. Nevertheless, in PvP that wolf can be super annoying, and in one or the other dungeon it can help you as well, especially in the early game. So I would rate this weapon also as an A tier weapon. As next we are coming around with the Staff of Good Vibes. The main attack is shoot your staff to heal friendly targets and damage enemies in front of you at long range. The combo attack, every 10th attack is a 360-degree attack and heals more and deals more damage. So it is a splash damage weapon, which is definitely pretty nice to use as you heal your teammates. And if you're on the big runs in the rifts, well, all those guys are getting healed in parallel. So that's definitely a good weapon to use. In my opinion, the best healing weapon we got right now. So for the general runs, I would say this is even an A tier weapon, but coming to the rifts and PvP, I still think this is a little bit too less, which we can see there. So especially for the rifts, I don't have a big use case for that weapon unless you're going with 4 guys in, but we got so many other gadgets that heal us that I don't think that this weapon is too good to use right now. But nevertheless, it's a B-rated weapon for me, as it is so good in your standard XP runs. So what are your thoughts so far on those weapons? If you have liked the video, don't forget to smash the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to not miss any MOCO content in the future. As next we are coming to Toothpick and Shield. The main attack is poke your pick to deal area damage in front of you at close range, and the range is really close, and the damage is pretty alright for the weapon. Right now for the standard runs I don't really see the use case. Where did I use this one? In one of the other solo dojo dungeon. It was pretty useful, and sometimes I see a lot of guys playing it in duo, that one guy is playing the Toothpick and Shield, being the frontline player, and the backline dealer more with a ranged weapon causing some damage. So there are definitely some use cases for this weapon, but for the standard run I would not take this weapon too often. So in my opinion it is right now a C tier weapon. As next we're coming to the portable portal, which is a real mystery for me. This one is causing area damage, but the damage feels so freaking low. That's why I would rate this as one of the worst weapons right now. Maybe you got some secret mechanics where you think, hey, this one is OP. It's really situational in my opinion. And there might be even one or the other dungeon where you could use it. So the rifts, I mean. But in general, for the main XP run, it's not too good to use, and also not in PvP. But there is a special twist about it. It's the combo attack. Build a combo bar to activate your rightmost gadget for free. So what does that mean? If we see our gadgets here on the right side, we can see there the freezing spell. So whenever the combo bar is filled, this right spell, in this case the freezing cloak, will get triggered. And that's for free. So the use case for this weapon, in my opinion, is to unlock the projects and finish the projects for the gadgets, as you can use them as double as often as before. But for the general runs, this is not too good. That's why this is right now a lower tier rating, but that does not mean that this weapon is completely trash. No, there is some good use case for this weapon. As next we're coming to the CPU bomb. Lob overclocked CPUs that deal area damage at long range. Area 8 attack is a mega bomb that explodes after a short delay, stunning non-boss monsters and causing more damage. Well, and this one is definitely a huge weapon and the damage is pretty high. And that stun can be really helpful in one or the other dungeon where you have large groups of enemies which you have to kill in a fast time. And also for the stun that runs in the dungeons, I can see some guys using it, maybe only for farming the damage, but right now I would rate the CPU bomb as a solid C tier. And now we are coming to some very good weapons, being here with the Speedshot, and in my opinion this one is a blast and might be for dungeons or in overall the best weapon out there. It's at least my favorite from, because it has a huge range and it shoots arrows that damage a single enemy. Combo attack, after 10 attacks enter speed mode, shooting really fast, and this one is shooting really fast, so for those boss fights, especially in the dungeons and the dojo, it is so good to use, and that is what this weapon makes myself for an S tier. So this is the first S tier of today. Now we're coming to the medicine ball, which I can't see any use case right now. It is a healing weapon, but this one feels so weird. Swings your ball to deal area damage in front of you at close range, and the range is really close. Every third attack also heals you and all nearby friendlies in a big area all around you. And just from farming this project, it felt like the heal is not too much, and it took so long to farm this weapon. And right now I can't really see the use case for this one, so it's another D tier ranked weapon. And now we are coming to the Squid Blades, which is one of the best weapons in game. For me this is clear, it is an S tier weapon with a slight different use case than, for example, the bow, but it is so good to use. And the main attack repeatedly stab a single enemy at close range with high attack speed. So it is super duper fast and will help you to crush the dojo or the other dungeon where the target is a single boss. Beside that, it gives you invisibility. Stop attacking and using gadgets to fill up the invisibility bar. When filled, you turn invisible to enemies. And when you are invisible and ambush, it causes so much single target damage that this one is especially for farming chaos monsters really good, because you can kite around really fast. As you're invisible, you're not getting attacked unless an automatic splash damage from monsters hit you, and with that you can ambush towards the monsters and farm them in a really good way. And furthermore, in dungeons it is a super massive damage dealer, and it will help you in one or the other rift to bypass the monsters of the early stage to just rush forward to the boss. Yep, we did it already, and this is so good because you are not losing time fighting those little monsters. No, you can't just rush over to the boss monster, step out of the invisibility and cause there tons of damage to the boss. So that's why this is by far one of the best weapons, being an S tier. And the last weapon I can rate right now is the Spinsickle. You unlock it on level 29 and the main attack swings to deal area damage in front of you at close range. Combo attack, after 6 attacks enter spin mode, where you can pass through enemies. You gain a 20% chance to avoid any enemy attacks, also stuns, and you attack faster and deal area damage all around you. This one is pure chaos and is by far the best splash damage weapon right now, and is clearly for me an S tier weapon. It is so good, and in every standard run I am using this one, as you can just move through. You're not getting stunned that often, at least it feels like. You avoid the attacks, and it definitely helps you to farm big groups of monsters, and it will help you also in later stages in the dojo. And the very last weapon is the Buzzkill. I have not unlocked that weapon so far, neither I know where I can unlock it. Maybe some of you know it, and write it down please below in the comments. So that's why this weapon will for sure stay here at the question mark, and we're gonna rate it in the future. So what are your thoughts on this rating? Feel free to share your opinions down below, and together we definitely gonna improve that tier list for the future. And be aware, this tier list is just a complete sum up of everything, so situational, one or the other weapon will be definitely better or even worse to use. Thank you guys for watching, and see you again pretty soon.